Hi guys, it's me again. We are coming back to look at today's lesson, which is 14-5, Writing to Explain. So let's first take a look, use Will's book here, at problem number 1. A bald eagle can have a wingspan of up to 7 feet 6 inches. So I'm going to write that fact down. A mallard duck can have a wingspan of about 32 inches. How much longer is the bald eagle's wingspan than the mallard duck's wingspan? So what do we want to know? We want to know how much longer is the bald eagle's wingspan? So let's kind of take a look at this. Notice this measurement is in feet and inches, and this measurement is in inches. We can't necessarily compare these two right now because it's like apples to oranges. So my first inkling would be to take 7 feet and convert this entire measurement so that it's all in inches. So first thing I'm going to do is say, I know that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. And don't forget, I'm just going back and looking at my measurement chart, okay? And if 1 foot is 12 inches, then I'm gonna put a 7 underneath the 12 because I need 7 of them. So 7 times 2, 14, and 8. So 84 inches. But we can't forget we have to add back in that 6 because that's also included. That would make 90 inches. So this in total is 90 inches. And if at any point you guys are like, whoa, Mrs. S, you're kind of moving a little fast, stop and rewind the video and take a look at it and go back over it one more time. So now that both measurements are in inches and we want to find the difference, I think that means we're going to have to use subtraction. So I'm going to take my 90 and I'm going to subtract 32. Don't forget, you have to borrow. So the difference would be 58 inches, and there's our answer. So let's try another one. We're going to go straight to problem number 4. So problem number 4 says, Julia and her brother went deep sea fishing. They caught a spotted sea trout weighing 5 pounds, 10 ounces. So first things first, let's write down our facts. A sea trout, and it was 5 lb, 10 oz. Then a snook, I'm gonna have to Google these to see what they look like. A snook was 8 pounds, 4 ounces. And then a redfish. I have seen these underwater. 176 ounces. Which was the largest fish? So I'm going to write that down. This is what we need to find out. Which was the largest fish. So obviously this is similar to that last problem, is we can't really measure and compare them right now because these guys are in pounds and ounces, and this is only in ounces. It's like converting. So what we need to do is convert these so they're all in ounces and then compare them all together. So could we also say, let's take 176 ounces and convert it into pounds and ounces? We could, and I can show you that a little bit later on. So first things first, we're gonna go back to looking at our chart once again, and we see that 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound. So if I know that 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound, and I have 5 pounds, I'm going to say 16 times 5 plus my 10. So this in total is 90 ounces. The 8 pounds, I'm going to multiply it by 16 because I need 16. I need 16 ounces, right? So and then plus the 4 ounces. So this is equivalent to 132 ounces. So now when we see 90, 132, 176, we can say the redfish was the largest fish. Now, let's say you guys are like, you know what, Mrs. S, I want to see how would you do it the reverse. So notice we said 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound. So I'm going to take those 176 ounces and I'm going to divide it by 16. So if I say 16 can go into 17 one time, and I'm going to drop that down, then I bring down my 6. 16 can go into 16 one time. I have 176 ounces is equivalent to 11 pounds. So hopefully that kind of makes a little bit more sense to you guys. So in this one, because we were going to a smaller amount, the number was going to get larger. But because we were taking a smaller amount and making it into a larger portion, the number got smaller, just kind of the opposite. Okay, so now moving on, let's go to problem number 5. I'm going to turn my paper over to make sure that we have plenty of room. So problem number 5, make sure I can get it on the board here. Okay, so when converting ounces to pounds, you would have to divide the number of ounces by 16 to get the number of pounds, just like we just did in problem number 4. If you get a remainder when converting ounces to pounds, what does the remainder mean? So let's take a look back at that last problem. Notice we didn't have a remainder in this particular situation. It was just 11 pounds. But if we were to have a remainder here, it would mean that we have a few extra ounces left over that don't quite make up another pound. So for example, if we were to say 16 and 178, then we would do this. So we would say 11 pounds and 2 ounces. Our remainder would turn into the leftover ounces that don't quite make up another pound. So this is what 14-5 is all about today. Notice, follow the steps that I took today. I carefully read through the problem. I wrote down all of the facts. I wrote down what the problem was asking me. And then I took the time to say, hey, wait a minute. I'm looking at apples to oranges. I need to make sure that they are all the same measurement in order for me to compare them. Good luck, boys and girls. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email or send me a Google chat.